Let me give you another example. So here we're going to try and sketch this graph here, but visualize this as one block multiplying with another block here. Okay. I don't know if you're aware, but if you look at this x to the power of 1 over 5, it will look something like this. So x to the power of 1 over 3 would be this blue line, x to the power of 1 over 5, and this is x to the power of 1 over 7. But the point that I'm making is that you've got two blocks here. You've got this block multiplying with this block here. If you look at this block, it will look like this. Hang on. If you so what we've got here is we've got one block multiplying another block here. If you look at this block here, the graph for this block here looks something like this. It's continuous, okay. And then if you look at this graph here, it's also a continuous graph, okay. Now if you have a continuous graph multiplying with another continuous graph, then the overall thing will be continuous. Nothing breaks down in between. So if this is continuous, multiply with something that's continuous, the combination of the two will be continuous. The point that I'm trying to make is that here you've got a graph here, that's this one here, and this block here is this graph down here. Okay. Now if you take x to be very okay, let's look at over here. If you get x to be very big. Okay, so this is slightly big. So here you've got, hang on, here you've got one block multiplying with this block here. Take x to be very big, so that will be this here. It will jump to here. So this bit here, which is this block here, is quite big. But then if you look at this here, if you look at this graph here, very big. If you get x to be very big, then this graph here will also be very big. Don't forget, if you superimpose this onto this graph here, it will look very flat. It will look very flat. The point here is that if you get, so you've got something that's quite big times something that's very big, then the combination of the two will be very big. So if you so don't forget, this here is always increasing. This is always increasing. So it's heading towards infinity. And then you got something that's also heading towards infinity. Just bear in mind that this is a lot bigger than this. But the thing is, the point here is that this is quite big times something very big. Then the overall thing would be very big. So the point I'm trying to make is that the combination of the two here, as x gets bigger and bigger, it will head towards infinity. So this thing here will head towards infinity. Now look at the negative side. You've got, let's say, very big. So very well. Let's just say x here is very big, but negatively big. Okay, meaning negatively small, if that makes sense. Well, if the point here is that this here is going to be negatively big. Okay, and then you've got something that's also negative. So here for this one here is negative quite big, okay, quite big, and then you multiply with something that's very big, negatively very big. So so two negatives makes a positive. So you got something that's quite big times something that's quite that's very big. So the overall answer would be a positively very big. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that if you get x to be somewhere around here, very big, negatively big, then the combination of the two here will be very big and positively very big. Okay, so bear that in mind. Okay, so so what we've got so far here is that when you look at this times this thing here, as x tends towards positive infinity, then the combination of the two here will head towards positive infinity. Now, as x heads towards negative infinity, then this will also head towards positive infinity. So this is what we've got so far. So this is our graph so far. Okay. This is our graph so far. So as x tends towards infinity, um, our combination of the two here will head towards positive infinity. Now, as x tends towards negative infinity, then the combination of the two will also head towards positive infinity. Okay, so that's our graph so far. I will continue in the next video.